Good morning. These are your BYU-Idaho radio morning headlines for Tuesday, March 24th, 2026. Thanks for listening. I'm Jack Esplin. The Madison County Sheriff's Office has responded to 20 calls over the last week to respond to out-of-control burns, brush fires, wildfires, and a vehicle fire, all requiring a full response from deputies and neighboring agencies. The office posted on Facebook to remind the community that, quote, if you're planning a controlled burn, please register it with the fire department and follow safety guidelines. Conditions can change quickly. Help us keep our community safe, close quote. A new bill passed the Idaho House that would grant the Attorney General of Idaho the authority to bar local officials from running for office if they violate state law. House Bill 896 was introduced by the Speaker of the House, Mike Moyle, and House Majority Leader Jason Monks. According to the statement of purpose, the bill, quote, provides a mechanism by which the Idaho Attorney General can go to court and force a public official, public employee, or state or local governmental entity to follow the law, close quote. The bill also states that, quote, the Attorney General may file an action seeking to disqualify from public office or public employment a public officer or public employee who willfully violates a prohibition as defined in Section 7-1702 Idaho Code, close quote. Local officials would have 14 days after notification to correct an alleged violation before they could be sued by the Attorney General. House Bill 896 passed on party lines in a 60-9 vote and will now move to the Senate for consideration. Idaho State softball head coach Andrew Rich added another record to his collection over the weekend. As reported by the Idaho State Journal, Rich set the record for most career wins as a coach with a 7-3 Bengals win over Oregon State on Friday. Rich has now coached ISU to 130 wins total, beating the previous record of 126. Rich also set the record for wins in a single season last year with 37. Rich's career record sits at 130 wins and 112 losses, and Idaho State will next face Weber State in Pocatello on Saturday. These have been your BYU-Idaho radio morning headlines for March 24th, 2026. Thanks for tuning in. More news, interviews, and great content are available on our podcast feed. Just search for BYU-Idaho Radio on your favorite podcast apps. We're on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, and more. You can also ask your smart speakers to play KBYI 94.3 FM. This is BYU-Idaho Radio, and I'm Jack Esplin, wishing my wife Malia a happy birthday.